Hey guys, welcome back to Stuff and Things. On today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about how black holes just want to eat everything. After that, we're going to take a look at the beautiful butterflies. To finish things off, a modder is hopeful to actually get a job with Bethesda. First up, we've spoken a few times about black holes on the show, about how majestic and how pant-staining terrifying they are. And thanks to the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope, or VLT, down in Chile, we've been able to get a really close look at their effects. At the center of our galaxy lies a black hole, at least that's what we think. It's about 4 million times the mass of our sun, so it's pretty big. And for the last 10 years, we've observed it pull in this glob of gas and just zip around. The whole thing has now been stretched out over the 10 years, spanning 160 billion kilometers. Now that the end closest to the black hole is actually coming around, it's actually traveling at over 10 million kilometers per hour. That's 1% of the speed of light. And the exciting parts haven't even started. Observers are waiting for when the clouds actually start to fall into the event horizon, because eventually that end that's going super fast will cut off, and then the other parts will just spiral down. And we'll know when it starts happening from the atoms being torn apart from the ridiculous stresses that you find in a black hole. We'll get radiation everywhere. Radio telescopes will tell us exactly when this starts happening. So hopefully in the coming year or so, that's when they're expecting it, we're going to start seeing the fireworks. Moving along, have you guys ever really looked at a butterfly's wings? I mean, the colors are awesome, but have you ever noticed that really crystalline design structure thing that's going on there? It's actually pretty awesome, the things that we can just, see in nature that we have nothing to do with. But that structure you're seeing, that crystalline design, is actually what gives the butterfly wings their color. Researchers from the Hong Kong Baptist University researched 3 different butterflies from the genus Papilio. The wings are cool iridescent that you sometimes see. It goes from like a weird green to a blue, and it all depends on what angle you're viewing it from. So it's not just a slap of paint; it's something else that's going on there. They found the wings are actually composed of nano-thin layers with pillars attached. The whole setup basically acts like mirrors, where the light comes in and it gets reflected through different wavelengths. And if you know anything at all, wavelengths just equal color. The actual thickness of the layers determine what colors they can see. The hope is to replicate this design into absolutely everything. So we're talking electronics, we're talking paint, clothing. You can just turn your shirt and, hey, look at that, I'm green and I'm blue. That'd be pretty awesome. Kids would love it. And since it's all just based in structure, you don't need pigments, you don't need dyes or anything like that. It's just what it is, changes color. And to finish things off, I would like to talk about my favorite habit, PC gaming. One of the greatest aspects of PC gaming is the modding scene. It keeps games alive for years and years, and gamers, like myself, get lots of free content. It's a win-win. But the grand prize for modders is for the developers to actually see the good work they're doing and get hired. A new mod for one of the biggest games back in 2011, Skyrim, if you haven't heard of it, I don't know what you're doing on the internet, goes by the name False Scar, and it's pretty much one of the most ambitious mods yet. It packs about 20 hours of content, it's a whole new map, it's about 1/3 the size of the original Skyrim, the entire game itself, plus 30 people have lent their voices to make this world real. And to top it all off, this entire thing was just made by a teenager. He took a year off school. His dad actually let him take a year off school so he could develop this mod, all to try to actually get a job with Bethesda. So he just wanted to put that on his resume and say, here you go, developers, I'm ready, I'll do anything, I want to work with you guys. It has happened in the past that modders have gotten to that wonderfulness and actually been, true developers working with people and getting salaries and, getting general recognition for their work. Hopefully all this guy's hard work pays off and he can actually, maybe go back to school and work off that year he missed. That's probably a lot. A year schoolwork? Oof. So guys, what I'd really love to know from you is, would you wear clothing that changed colors everywhere you went? I mean, just trying to match that up. If you your top constantly switches colors that would clash with your pants and everything, I could see some serious problems with that. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you like what you see, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we'll check you out in the next video.